What is the difference between a principal searching your backpack and an amusement park security guard searching your handbag? Handbags are loaded with personal items, yet it agitates people when their backpacks are searched. Backpacks are only filled with binders and notebooks. Think about it. Early this year, a freshman student was convicted of possessing marijuana on school property. Fortunately, the marijuana was seized and the student was punished. But what if the administrators were not allowed to search him? My opponent's philosophy that student privacy supersedes public safety is extremely dangerous and impractical. In a school without proper authority, student and faculty are in a constant threat. It's hard to rationalize why a student would prefer their privacy over security. Further, it is impractical for administrators not to have the ability to search for a threat in their own building. During our interview with Dr. Rittenhouse, he discussed the different elements of our school security. First, he explained that he needed reasonable suspicion in order to search a student. Reasonable suspicion varies among rumors, unusual behavior, and awkward bulges in students' clothing. Most of the time, he said, he learns about drug possessions from rumors reported by teachers or other students. While school administrators have reasonable suspicion, policemen search under reasonable cause. This type of searching requires a much lower threshold, but it demands evidence. Furthermore, the interview brought out the dedication of our administrators. They truly want to provide the safest environment for our education, and they are determined to achieve this. The student handbook in the front of students' agendas is an excellent place to learn why certain rules exist in our school. I'm about to read 3 excerpts from the handbooks, and students are welcome to follow in their own books or just listen. Before I begin, I want to make clear that these guidelines do not necessarily justify the proper methods by which situations should be handled. In other words, I'm not showing these regulations as proof. The reason is that the handbook most thoroughly explains why drugs and weapons are not permitted and why security is so important. Beginning on page 17 of Student Rights and Responsibilities, it is the responsibility of the entire school community to create and maintain an atmosphere that is conducive to teaching, learning, and living. Everyone in the educational process has the right to expect that the environment shall be safe, pleasant, and well organized. The climate should produce security and consistency through the establishment of reasonable rules and guidelines that require an interaction based upon mutual respect and cooperation. Is it really possible to maintain a pleasant and secure learning environment if the administrators cannot control what is in the building? Next, the drug policy on page 28 states, recognizing that the misuse of chemicals is a serious problem with legal, physical, emotional, and social implications for the entire school community, the Board of School Directors affirms that students shall be chemically free in order to develop the most healthy and productive manner. No student shall possess, use, distribute, or be under the influence of drugs, alcohol, mood-altering substances, look-alike drugs, anabolic steroids, or be in possession of drug paraphernalia on school property or school buses, or en route to or from school by any mode of travel, or anywhere at a school-sponsored activity. The Board reserves the right to use any measure permitted by law and deemed necessary to control substance abuse. This, right here, is the reason why students may not be high, drunk, or be under the influence of any mood-altering substance. It interferes with their education. Our team believes that it is the duty of the school administration to control such interferences. Lastly, the weapons policy on page 28 states, weapons include but are not limited to any knife, cutting instrument, cutting tool, nunchuck, firearm, shotgun, rifle, or any other tool, instrument, or implement capable of inflicting serious bodily injury, including replicas of weapons. Any firearm or weapon possessed on or about a person while on district property is subject to seizure and or forfeiture. For the purpose of this weapons policy, school property means the school, school buses, or any premises located, or any premises, grounds, or vehicles used for official purposes. It is obvious that weapons are a much greater threat than drugs, but they are both unacceptable in schools. The administration must demonstrate their authority by doing whatever it takes to secure the school. Resolve that PA public school administrators should not have the right to search students' personal belongings is dangerous, impractical, and completely undesirable. School safety must supersede personal privacy. This debate isn't about whether the principal should rummage through your bag because you might look like a stoner. He doesn't want to punish you, and sometimes he doesn't even reveal secret information to the police. This debate is about sparing a few minutes of your day to make the school a safer place. Dr. Rittenhouse explained that after searching a student found innocent, the student was indeed angered, but they did understand that it was for the school's safety. Are the contents of your bag really so personal that you would rather unleash chaos than reveal them to the administrators? At amusement parks, your bag is never personal. Thank you.